this will probably be my fastest review and probably even my shortest review ever, because never in my life game just forced me to give verdict as fast as it could. I played this game a while ago, but since it is free on Epic Games Store, I'm pretty sure a lot of you will want to know about it. And yeah, let me just give you the verdict about the game. Oh yeah, by the way, we're talking about the Breathedge or Breathedge or whatever it's called. I'm gonna call it Breathedge. And my verdict whether this game is worth your time / money is, well, no. This is not a bad game. This game is not doing anything bad, but it's also not doing anything good as well. Like, this is an absolute mediocrity incarnate. But there is nothing that I could recommend you in this game. The only thing that is good in this game is how good it looks. So that's absolutely incredible. The game looks great. And no significant thing about this game is that it's the first game of the studio, I think, and if it is the first game, yeah, it looks great. But still, this game is unbelievably mediocre, and there are so many great games that you could be playing instead of this, no matter whether they're paid or free. But yeah, let me get into the details to explain a little bit more what do I mean by that. Oh, and by the way, our Steam Curator page is already up and running, so if you want to see all of my reviews, videos, and a little bit of text review right there on Steam before you're gonna buy anything, just go and follow us there on Steam, so that you will not miss my reviews when you are buying the games. Now back to the video. So Breathedge is actually a space survival game, and a lot of people are comparing this game with Subnautica, and they're right. But in actuality, for me, it's a mix of two games. It's a mix of Subnautica and Stanley Parable. And if you remember Stanley Parable was a meta-driven walking simulator where entire premise was the commentator that was talking behind and explaining situations you are into, and it was pretty cool. Here, this game is trying the same thing as well, but with as maximum humor as it can. But yeah, it's not good. Story-wise, you are in the future, you are in space, and you are transporting your dead grandpa, I think, in a coffin, and your spaceship got into an accident, and basically you crash in space. And that's where your survival mechanics start. Don't worry, I'm not gonna be spoiling anything, despite there's not much to spoil there, but yeah, no spoilers there. And the game is actually around maybe 20, 25, maybe maximum 30 hours long. And boy, oh boy, this game is dragged like crazy. And weirdly enough, game is not even consistent with this drag. You see, game is actually not just one genre, it's actually two genres. The first half of the game is a survival game, very reminiscent or trying to be reminiscent of Subnautica, while the second half is, well, literally narrative-driven experience. It's literally a walking simulator, just like Stanley Parable, but still with some elements of, well, crafting still left in. And do you know what's the worst thing? It's not doing any of those things well. It's not doing anything about those things well. And what you do is, well, you have your special base, and you need to live out and gather some resources to craft some stuff. And yeah, that's pretty obvious, right? The Subnautica is exactly like that, right? Except that it isn't. In Subnautica, you have, well, your oxygen mask, your oxygenator, you have your tank, and then you have your, well, transportation and things like that. And well, each time you progress through Subnautica, you can stay underwater for longer and longer and longer. And well, eventually, in the worst case scenario, you can just go up and breathe air. Here, well, you don't. Only thing that you do here is literally you hold your breath. Yes, that's what you do. And even when you max out your breath, well, you don't have a lot of time to stay outside. And what's the worst thing is that, well, there are not a lot of pocket of airs outside. So what you do is you go outside, you gather everything as fast as you can to get back as fast as you can, because you will die outside. And this back and forth is absolutely irritating. But do you know what's more irritating? The AI in your suit that is constantly spewing out bad joke one after another, and it is an absolute chore to sack through. This game tried to be so many things, but it failed at everything. It is not bad per se, but constant going back and forth, and you are not even doing anything significant with the crafting as well, because you don't have no buildings, no automations, nothing. All you do, you're crafting some tools and some very rudimentary things, and it's insanely boring. Yes, to be fair, I won't lie. First hour or two until you are being introduced to the things around you, it's pretty okay. It's nothing bad. It's nothing significant. But when you will understand that there is not much else to the game, wow, that's when the thing goes down. And you know what's weird? After around 10-15 hours, game completely ditches the survival mechanics. And it just goes to the story-driven, well, walking simulator. And it's not even good at that as well. You are not doing anything except for walking and eventually crafting the tools. Because yeah, when you're doing some stuff which are nothing significant, nothing difficult, your tools break down and you need to track back and just craft your tools or fix your tools and then just move on. And my god, this thing is boring as hell. But okay, yeah, anything can be forgiven if the price is right. And in this case, watching very close to the upload of the video, this game is free on Epic Game Store. But if you're not watching at that time and if you're watching a bit later, so game is available on Steam for the lowest price. I don't even consider the full price for these games, but for the lowest price of $9.99 for tier 1 countries and $4.99 for tier 2 countries. So is it worth your money / time? Well, if you're talking about money, absolutely forget about this. Buy the Subnautica again. That's what will be the better investment. Spend your money Subnautica again. That will be the much better investment. But let's say that you got it for free. Is it worth it? Your time? Well, I think no. If you are grabbing games for free on Epic Game Store, there's so many great games that Epic was actually giving away that there is no reason to play it. And weirdly enough, it's better to play the Poker Club game that is coming alongside with this game on an Epic Game Store than this one. At least you're gonna play poker there and you're not gonna be mad that you lost in poker or you won in poker. It's the poker. But this one, absolutely not. It's not worth it. Just do it. Just play something else. Our YouTube memberships are up and running. And if you like videos done by me and if you like the reviews that I put out and everything else as well, consider hitting the join button near the subscribe button under this video. This might not be a lot for you, at least for some of you, but it will be tremendous help for me keeping this channel going. Well, this is it for today. Thank you for being here with me. Like the video if you liked it, subscribe for more videos like this one, and I'm gonna see you in the next one. See ya.